In tonight's program, we were unfortunately unable to speak with Ricardo Barreto as planned. He is one of the people who is in charge of Free State Strength Sports and had an extraordinary championship this past weekend. Stay tuned for more about that. We will, however, visit the Free State Field Hunters Archery Tournament to see what their new field discipline looks like. But first, here are last weekend's results.
You'll see the difference now. If we change it, you'll know how. Nothing ever stays the same. Once you let it change.
On Saturday morning, right after the thunderstorms, some of the fun runs were cancelled. The Kloppers Marathon, however, proceeded as planned and the temperatures were fantastically suited for running. Let's have a look. Saturday morning, 19th of February. The conditions were perfect for the annual Kloppers Marathon after some stormy weather earlier. The air was cool and moist, and at 6 o'clock the Comrades qualifying event started from the Achilles Running Club. 15 minutes later, the half marathon started. 15 minutes after that, the 10 kilometers. The 5 kilometer run took off last. The Kloppers Marathon, a Comrades qualifying event, wasn't hosted in 2021, but the time to beat in 2020 was a Mr. Price Max runner Morojo Matlau, who at the age of 40 won the race in a time of 2 hours, 44 minutes and 25 seconds. This year, the marathon distance was won by Simon Adrian in a slower 2 hours 45 minutes. Here are the top 5 results from this year's race. The half marathon was won by Victor Mobetsela in 1 hour 9 minutes and 7 seconds, also a slower pace than the 2020 race. Here are the top 5 results. The 10 kilometer race was won by Sebeko Simon. Here are the top 5 results. The pandemic might have many influencing factors that contributed to top athlete performances, but maybe this year, runners didn't measure their performances against speed, but rather they are able to run with others once again and they are healthy enough to do so. Here is what some of them had to say.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I ran the 10 kilometers. Everything. Yes, I did enjoy the race. Okay, thank you. Sure.
Sure.
Also on Saturday, Free State Badminton hosted their handicap championship at the Field Archery Sports Centre. Players were paired up and were awarded a handicap each, making it possible for a weaker player to beat more experienced players and making the game more evenly matched. Chris Detnam, two-time Olympian, explains.
Maar vandag het ons die Vrystaat Pluimbal voorgee kampioenskappe. So ons probeer elke maand probeer ons 'n toernooi vir die spelers in die Vrystaat aanbied. So die voorgee speel almal met plasties, nie die top ouens speel gewoonlik met veerpluime, maar almal speel met plasties, so dit sal klare handicap vir hom.
Okay.
En die goeie ouens kan met minus 5, minus 7, minus 10 begin en die beter of die beginnertjies begin met plus 10 en dan moet jy nou hulle draai wen. So dit is 'n lekker toernooi vir die tweede, derde liga ouens ook.
En dan stel hierdie nou vir soos 'n Vrystaat kampioenskap of 'n SA kampioenskap.
Ja, die keerders kyk maar na al die toernooie se uitslae, maar hierdie is die Vrystaat voorgee kampioenskappe. Yes.
Okay. Okay, nee, uitstekend. Nee, baie dankie.
Dankie.
Here were the final results at the end of the day. Freestate Powerlifting hosted the championship at the Novell Wellness Center. Most of us don't know much about the sport, other than what we have happened to glance over at the Summer Olympics. We see guys who look like mountains, but you start to appreciate the sport as soon as you attend an event like this. You will find that not all powerlifters look like mountains. They come in all shapes and sizes, but as mentioned before, you see the challenge of the human endeavor in their souls. Simply look into their eyes and you'll see a journey that starts with confidence and hope. As soon as the weight moves, you see that the athlete immediately portrays all the signs of someone to whom the challenge just got real. It becomes significant. You see it in their faces, pulsing arteries, in their necks, tense body positions, maybe a wobble or two. But this just got real. To the audience, a question is about to be answered. Will this individual succeed or fail? Every second plays out in front of them. Like a tale of overcoming hardship, we want the athlete to succeed, and it all can be read in their eyes. Even if not successful, you see that exact moment when a decision is made to keep trying or when they quit. The latter is a sad story, but it is a story of someone who tried, had put everything on the line, but they weren't successful this time. It is something that can be changed as long as you keep trying. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but as long as you don't give up. There are 3 ways these challenges were laid out to the athletes. At 10 o'clock, they started with the squats. They then moved on to the bench press and then concluded the competition with deadlifts. If you're into bodybuilding, this might resemble something you're familiar with, but the beauty of the sport is what's going on internally, and the eyes are the windows to the fighting spirit. Here were the results from the weekend's championship. With a packed cycling calendar for 2022, Bloemfonteiners were beside themselves with the return of the Shell V-Power race. It was also the Free State Road Race Championship with 5 championship categories and 3 fun ride distances. This cycling race was on Sunday the 20th of February, and some of the multi-sport athletes like Pietri Cronje and Nicholas Newman ran the Klopper Half Marathon the day before. Riders from outside the province were also excited to join the fun.
Hoe het gegaan vandag?
Ja, ek het dit baie geniet hoor. Dit was 'n fantastiese reis gewees. En ek love die Bloemfontein mense, hulle is baie vriendelik, so ek het dit baie geniet die naweek. Ja.
As ek van waar af is jy?
Ek is van Centurion Pretoria, so ons drukkie kom kuier hierso. Uiteindelik van ons maatsie kom kuier hier in Bloemfontein. En dit was 'n baie lekker naweek. Die reis is eintlik ons 'n paar slag gehad wat 'n bietjie slag is.
Ja.
Maar die reis was eintlik baie lekker. Ek het baie geniet hoor. Dit is lekker om 'n bietjie uit die stad uit te kom daar by ons.
Ek sal goed glo. En wat afstand jy gery?
Ek het die 100 gery, ja.
100.
So, ja. Maar eintlik verbaasend goed gegaan. Ek het saam met die voorste klomp geëindig. Ek het dit nie verwag nie. So ja, ek was baie happy met my reis gewees. So,
Ek is baie
tevrede.
Whatever hiccups there might have been, being inconsequential to the rest who enjoyed the well-organized event. They were there for some hard racing and a fun day with some friends, as these 3 will testify.
Okay. You sir?
Bloemfontein,
All from Bloemfontein.
yes.
And how was the race today?
And very nice and quick.
So what distance did you ride?
And 75.
75.
My average is 28 kilo per hour.
Okay. Did you reach your goal today?
Yes, definitely.
I'm glad to hear
Yes.
sir.
Yes, it's also 75.
75 and you sir?
I know it is 75, but I wanted to show this old man that I'm still strong. Yeah, they are way older than me. They age different 10 years, but I show them what I made of. 65.
Whoa. You did well sir.
53.
53.
53 years.
On the way to it.
Yeah, on the way.
And here are the results. one of the most interesting segments of our Bloemfontein Sports Weekend. We feel that providing the results won't merely cut the essence of this sport. It's new and adds a new dynamic to archery that you need to understand before you can truly appreciate what the results reflect in the end. At a section of Middlewater Farm, the location brought us here. An open piece of wilderness, luscious with some of the best scenery around Bloemfontein. When referring to field hunters archery, think to snipe with a bow and arrow. It isn't merely trying to hit the center with a target far away. It is a series of 14 challenging tests. This kind of archery is practiced globally, but one thing new archers need to understand is that here you need to learn how to navigate with nature's elements.
As ek op jou hoor, nou met die mense gepraat, omdat die sport is 'n bietjie anders as jou gewone boogskiet.
Yes.
Hoe lank vat dit omtrent om te leer, om die wind te leer lees? Want obviously soos julle is nou op 'n lang afstand, wat nou baie van die natuurse aspekte in ag neem.
Jong, kom ek sê vir jou so, vir die ouens wat gewoond is om te jag met 'n boog, dis vir hulle is dit meerendeels natuurlike instink, maar vir die nuwer ouetjies wat inkom in die sport, en ons het byvoorbeeld 'n ouetjie wat nou hierso by ons nie skiet, dis sy eerste keer wat hy skiet. Vir hom is dit moeilik om die wind te lees, want dit is nou nog die distansies. As ek dit so kan stel, is die solide distansies wat jy skiet op 10 yards of 20 yards, en jy skiet 'n 12 yards of 'n 17 yards. So jy moet nou tussen in jou pennetjies moet jy mik, en dan moet jy nou nog die wind in ag ook neem. So ja, wind lees is nogal moeilik as jy nie regtig in die ding in is nie. As jy binneland skiet, is dit makliker as wat jy langs die kusdorpe skiet, want dit is ook nou jou hoogte bo see speel ook nou 'n vlak, speel ook 'n rol daarin.
So die lugdruk het 'n groot effek op die pile daaroor.
Ja, hoe hoër bo see speel, hoe laer skiet jy. Hoe laer bo see speel, hoe hoër skiet jy, omdat die lug dunner en dikker is vir die liggings.
Dis baie interessant.
Yes, ja.
Nou, hoe lank skiet jy nou al?
Ek skiet nou al vir 5 jaar. Ek het eers begin op die geelkolle, hulle noem dit Field Archery. En ek is nou al 3 jaar wat ek in die field in skiet en ABO skiet en so. So ja.
Lekker.
Yes. Dit is baie lekker.
Ja, baie dankie. Ek waardeer dit.
So it isn't merely the wind you need to contend with, because each stretch is in a different direction. Wind direction can change at any moment, while the sun's angle changes gradually. While the 14 range course needs to be navigated twice, the time of the day will influence the elements. Elements like the wind and the sun, but also how the shadows will influence your perception of the target. Seasoned hunters have an advantage, but the sport is more than accumulating scores.
Hoe loop jou dag sover?
Baie lekker, dis 'n ongelooflike plek. Ja, en dit is regtig amazing hierso. Dit is die baan is ongelooflik lekker. Skoon, netjies. So ja, dit is en die mense wat gekom het van ver af om ons te ondersteun, en dit is regtig lekker.
En dan vir hoe lank skiet jy al?
Ek het in 95 begin boogskiet.
En al field archery gedoen?
Die field, dis my eerste field archery wat ek doen hierdie.
Okay.
So dit is regtig ou leer jouself ken, jy leer ander vriende ken. En ja, dit ek dink is vir ons almal 'n passie, en ek dink dit is regtig 'n sport wat min geag word in Suid-Afrika op hierdie stadium. So ek dink dit is regtig 'n sport wat mooi kan optel en vriende en ouers en kinders bymekaar kan bring.
Nee, want dit maak nie saak nie, want hulle elkeen is in 'n ander groep. Dis nou maar 'n ander kategorie van archery, so dit maak nie saak wie van ons voorloop nie. Nee, ons ondersteun mekaar maar net in ons kyk wat ons het.
Julle kompeteer nie eers teen mekaar
Nee.
Ja. Wel, ons is in
Alle
dieselfde
twee, ja.
groep, maar Grietjie is in 'n ander klas. Ja,
Op die einde van die dag is dit sport wat julle lekker is.
dis vir ons heerlik en
Ja, absoluut.
absoluut. Ja, en ek dink is 'n baie ding van jy kompeteer teen jouself ook.
Yes.
So as jy probeer om gister se skoor bietjie beter te skiet en dan is jy tevrede vir vandag.
Ja, en is wat ek sal sê dis kameraadskap want ons is maar soos een groot familie. Jy weet jy help my hier en jy weet so dit is eintlik baie lekker.
Ja,
Ja.
mens leer mekaar lekker ken.
Ja,
Baie dankie.
julle het nie ophou nie.
Each test is marked like this. There are walk up to the target as well as separate groupings that need to be shot. Getting points isn't a walk in the field either, as the size of the target isn't so easy to hit. This is the size of the target compared to my hand, and also at which skill level these guys come out to play. You might recognize world champion Kobus Barnard from an interview a few episodes back. In the end, archers come from as far as Tabazimbi and Springs to enjoy a day out on this course. If you want to come and play and make it a day of fun with friends and like-minded people, navigate yourself to our website's archery page for their contacts. They're more than happy to assist you with having archery fun as well as how to improve your skill level. If you're watching this on YouTube, see the link to our website in the description of this video. Hope to see you in their next tournament. If you feel that this kind of sport is for you, feel free to visit our archery page to get the details of the right people so that you can get started as soon as possible. This is what is coming this weekend.
You'll see the difference now. If we change it, you'll know how. Nothing ever stays the same. Once you let it change.
On Saturday, Active will host one of their obstacle course races along with a trail run at B Human Middle Water Farm. Now that you are aware that Bloemfontein caters for all kinds of archery, feel free to check out the Tempe Archery Club's event this weekend, starting Saturday morning. If Schoeman's Park Speedway season opener will be anything like Bloem Oval's opening event, some great entertainment are on the cards for motor racing enthusiasts. Sunday, the LMS cricket teams will play their semi-final round. They're also getting ready for the South African Championships, which are from the 15th until the 18th of April at the Varsity Fields. Here is what's happening on Sunday. President Steyn will host their Hester van der Walt Sports Day on Saturday, with plenty of rugby and netball action. Steyner's Rugby Club was in the club rugby finals last year. So whatever you want to read into this, I'm just saying, feel free to support our athletes of tomorrow. Remember that everything in this program is available on our website. Also, you might have noticed that we slowly but surely improve something every week, but please feel free to comment on what you see in this program. Goodbye. This was Thursday Night Central Sports at 8. Goodbye.